The episode kicks off with Shin flat on his back strapped to a stretcher, like a prize catch both hands tied. Situation screams bad day. But hey, maybe it's just another Tuesday for him. Two masked guys stand over Shin, revving a woodcutter, like they're about to turn him into firewood just waiting for the go-ahead. Meanwhile, across the room, Lou is fully wasted barely, standing trying to fend off some sunglass chick like it's a bar fight. She doesn't remember starting chaos. Absolutely, the short-haired tough chick delivers a brutal axe kick bam. Straight to Lou. Drunken Lou hits the floor, and the poor floor? Yeah, it cracks under the impact, probably rethinking its life choices. After landing the kick, the short-haired girl scoffs. That's the best you've got. Clearly unimpressed, she turns her back, already writing Lou off as a lost cause, because why waste energy on someone who fights like a malfunctioning noodle? Lou suddenly bursts into laughter at Shin because he looks like a terrified toddler. Lou takes a sip of booze. The short-haired chick hesitates, confused, then snaps back with back-to-back low kicks and a jab, but Lou, in her drunken daze, weaves through them like she's dancing, even managing to tap her opponent. That tiny touch. Enough for the masked guy to flip the hourglass, because apparently things just got interesting. The short-haired girl grins. Give it your best and kill me. Lou shrugs. I don't kill girls, my parents didn't teach me. That short-haired girl blinks, trying to process that nonsense while Lou keeps going. It's a rule, everyone follows it. That's so stupid. Short-haired girl snaps and fires another axe kick. Lou blocks it one-handed. I'm not stupid. She yells, then suddenly shouts grandma. Shin, watching this mess unfold, just makes the weirdest face, because great now, Lou's actually mad. Lou fires a lightning-fast jab, but just as it's about to land, boom. Soft tap, she blinks innocently. Where am I? Yep, she's suddenly sober. Shin watches, utterly baffled. She was kicking ass drunk, so why did her brain have to reboot now? In an epic showdown of what's happening? Lou's spectacular skills against the short-haired girl had everyone buzzing. I mean, the girl was so pumped after their scuffle, she threw her arms around Lou. I felt more satisfied than a cat in a sunbeam, while those two masked goons stared on, probably wondering. Meanwhile, we cut to our boy Sakamoto, who's about to serve up some serious muscle realness. He's nerding out with Boiled, explaining the secret ingredient to his weapon like he's on a culinary show for action heroes. Then he steps out of the shadows, and wow, did he just walk off the set of a bodybuilding competition? He's shredded. With a shoulder crunch that sounded like the world's worst popcorn pop, Sakamoto decides he's going to show Boiled, whose boss Boiled's like, whoa, you transformed without losing any pounds. Sakamoto, ever the hero, says, nah, my family isn't a bunch of lost luggage, I trust them. To which Boiled responds with a classic eye roll. Sounds like rubbish. Then the real fun begins. Sakamoto flashes toward Boiled and unleashes a left jab that crashes Boiled through the wall like a bad 90s action flick. 2 kicks later, and Boiled's nose is rivaling a wine fountain. As Sakamoto throws punches like they're coupons on Black Friday, Boiled is trying his absolute hardest to block, bless his heart. You can practically hear Sakamoto's victory music play in the background, but Boiled's not done yet. In a last-ditch effort, he launches a rocket fist jab, and boom. They collide, exploding, with Boiled flinging nerdy dingo ball bombs. Sakamoto grabs one like it's a stress ball and releases a powerful punch that sends Boiled flying. Seriously, this dude's getting knocked around so much he's practically doing aerial yoga. Boiled lands like a sack of potatoes, mumbling about Sakamoto's newfound super strength. Sakamoto graciously compliments, "You're strong, Boiled, but let's face it, I'm just here to protect my loved ones now." Cue the heartfelt moment before he sends Boiled soaring again with another left jab, breaking through a glass wall where lovebirds were trying to share a romantic kiss. Spoiler alert, they definitely were not prepared for this episode of Couples in Chaos. Finally, we find Sakamoto's wife waking up like she just time traveled from ancient history, clothes dirtier than a toddler after finger painting. What happened? How did we end up here? And why are you dressed like you just rolled mud? Perfect, just another normal day. Shin, sweating bullets, blurts out, I fought zombies. Aoi just blinks. What? Before she can process that nonsense, she asks, where's Taro? Shin pulls a classic anime escape technique. I'll go get him. And hurricanes out of there. Meanwhile, Boiled casually strolls up to Sakamoto, grinning. You got me good. I'm done holding grudges. Then he spots Sakamoto's cake. So, can I have some? Sakamoto, ever the generous host, hands him the leftover crumbs. You can have this. The rest's for my family. Shin arrives, sees Sakamoto built like a final boss, and immediately pokes his abs. How? When did you get this shredded? Before the convo gets dumber, Boyle drops the real bomb. What are you doing about that bounty on your head? And just like that, boom, the air turns heavy. A demonic presence floods the room. Sakamoto stiffens. Slowly, he turns to see. Her death glare alone could end entire arcs. Bounty men. Wanna explain, dear? Aoi, sipping her milkshake ominously, stares them down like a mafia boss. Boiled, sitting like a kid in detention, internally screaming, "Why am I here?" Sakamoto clears his throat. So, tiny bounty on me. Lot of hitmen after my life. Aoi slams the table. And you forgot to tell me. Then, dramatic reveal. She whips out the family rule book. Sakamoto's jaw hits the floor. Who brings a rule book to an amusement park? After barely surviving Aoi's wrath, they decide to track the bounty's source. Their genius plan: rent a VHS. Shin squints. This is your big plan. Watching old movies? Sakamoto explains. This place sells information in video form. The tape reveals the Don Denkai, a mafia group of 50-plus elite assassins. Then, mid-video, a dude gets dramatically stabbed in the head. Lou, tearing up. Shin. Mid-tier ending. Sakamoto, dead, asleep, with a snot bubble. At checkout, the cashier casually drops the 756,000 yen bill. Shin and Lou's souls exit their bodies. You're paying, right? Sakamoto, completely unfazed. Yeah, saved some cash from my assassin days. As they leave, the cashier smirks. Nice seeing you again, Sakamoto. Hope you got eyes in the back of your head. Meanwhile, at the assassin hideout, Nagumo, dressed like he's in a One-Piece filler episode, gets interrogated by Hayu. Hayu glaring. Where's Sakamoto? Nagumo grinning. Taro Sakamoto? Brings back memories. Hayu, ready to stab. Don't play with me. Shishiba interrupts, trying to de-escalate. Hayu, still pissed. He throws a knife at Nagumo, who casually blocks it with a fork. Careful with the knives. Then, chaos. Shishiba slams a chef's head into the table, stabs his hand repeatedly, and yells, "Who put onions in my food?" This man does not tolerate onions. Then Iria, the Order's official briefing guy, walks in. An unknown killer has murdered 30 of our agents. The screen shows a corpse with an X mark on the wall. Nagumo. Oh, him? We call him X or Slur. Sakamoto, Shin, and Lou infiltrate the HQ. Full ninja mode. Shin stealth knocks out a guard with a rope. Sakamoto elbow drops another dude from the ceiling. Shin. Infiltration. Success. Lou. Wait, are we ditching these disguises? Shin already stripping. It's too damn hot. Their plan: climb the building, enter through the window, just like the video showed. Shin turns to Sakamoto for confirmation. Sakamoto clearly missed that part of the video. Inside, a random dude washing his hands gets tossed out of nowhere. Lou starry-eyed. I feel like I'm in a spy movie. Shin, this is not a game. They finally bust into the boss's office and freeze. Because inside, every single elite assassin is already dead. Blood everywhere. And at the center, sitting way too casually, Nagumo. Nagumo waves. Hey there, Sakamoto. Shin furious. What are you doing here? Nagumo. Oops, you caught me. Had to kill them all, including the boss. And, well, now I gotta kill you too. Sakamoto, still silent. Nagumo dashes at Shin, knife aimed at his throat, and stabs him. Lou screms. Sakamoto doesn't move. Shin clutching his neck. Ihai. No blood. No wound. Nagumo cackles. Fake knife. LOL. Shin and Lou proceed to beat the crap out of him. Nagumo, two giant lumps on his head, explains, I just came to investigate X. 30 assassins are dead, hundreds of others too. This guy isn't just killing, he's leaving a message. Shin, wait, X? The same guy behind the bounty on Sakamoto. Nagumo, bingo. Both started at the same time. Suspicious, huh? Cut to a dark alley. Bodies everywhere. A lone figure steps back, admiring a giant X mark on the wall. Art requires perspective. The camera zooms in. We see the killer. Sakamoto's shop. 3 of them sit in defeat. Shin sighs. After all that, we're back to square one. Then, ding. A weak-looking assassin barges in, knife in hand. He's here to collect the bounty on Sakamoto. Lou, not even looking up. Press the button. Click. Aoi sighs. Another one. How many of these guys are left? Shin blinking. Wait, are we actually making a profit selling bandages to these idiots? Meanwhile, Sakamoto spaces out, remembering Nagumo's words. If you struggled with boiled, you're already a dead man walking. Sakamoto, dead serious. We don't know what we're up against. We need to get stronger. Shin groaning. So basically, we all need to hit the gym. To be continued.